Can Huntington Beach, California compete with its more famous neighbor to the south, Newport Beach? The answer might surprise you.
So in this video, we're going to compare Huntington Beach right here, the city right here in Orange County, California, to the neighbor to its south, Newport Beach, California. And you know, for any Huntington fans out there, which there are a lot, they're probably going to think it's blasphemy that we even dare to pose the question, is there a city that's better than Huntington Beach? Because, you know, there's some people out there, man, they love them some Huntington, but we happen to agree with you. Now, what's interesting is that we actually recently did a video, is this Orange County's newest unicorn city, Huntington Beach, California. Now, the way that we define a unicorn city, this is purely something that we define, is a city that offers a lot of value for the price. We're not saying that it's cheap, we're just saying what you get for the price is kind of amazing. And what I thought was interesting about this video is that a lot of people commented, but the prices in Huntington Beach and Newport Beach are the same, which to me blew my mind, because I'm like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, so this video is more of a like rebuttal to that thought process that Huntington and Newport are similar price, because again, we're going to come with cold hard facts here.
Yeah. So let's talk about the prices in Huntington Beach, and let's just compare it to Orange County itself. So Huntington Beach is a beach city, and there is usually a huge premium to living at the beach because it's the best weather in the world when you're living in Southern California.
Huge premium for coastal. Yeah, like the coastal cities tend to be at a massive premium.
Yeah, so the median home price for Huntington Beach for a single family home is $1.5 million.
Which sounds like a lot, depending on where you're from.
Depending on where you're from, but if you look at Orange County as a whole, so this is the whole county, including all the cities that have nothing to do with the beach, for a single family home, it's $1.325, which that's not that much of a premium for a coastal city.
It's about 10%.
Yeah, and then now let's look at Newport, and again, this is why I was kind of just like blown away that people would think that Huntington Beach and Newport have similar prices. So remember, let's show you where we are. So this is Huntington Beach.
And next door.
Okay, and here's Huntington Beach, great city in basically North Orange County. And now let's go to Newport Beach. That is the city to the south of Huntington Beach. Yeah, it's neighbor to the south. Okay, so again, let's remind you, the median sales price of Huntington Beach for a single family home, this does not include condos and townhomes.
So before we continue, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Sean Dazad.
And I'm Courtney Dazad.
And we're licensed realtors here in the state of California. And if you're watching this channel, you might be thinking, wow, Sean, I love Orange County. I love the Pacific Ocean. I love the blue skies. I love the perfect weather. I can't wait to move it here now. The problem is I'm not local. I may be out of state. I may be even out of the country. So I don't know what to do. I totally get that. That's why you reach out to us so we can have that conversation, finding out specifically what you're looking for, and we can be your boots on the ground. We can do virtual tours of the properties as well as the neighborhoods to really give you a feel of what's going on here, so that way when you do come out here, your time is spent super efficiently. So what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country.
They're right next to each other, right?
Yeah.
So Huntington Beach right here, Newport right there. They're right next to each other, right?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're like, oh, but I want something with a harbor. Guess what? Now, Newport does have a fantastic harbor. As we zoom in, you can see this is one of the largest, non-commercial harbors in the country. So this is legit. This is a big harbor. We've done videos on that. But you know what? Huntington Beach has a harbor too. So you have Huntington Harbor. It's not quite as robust, but you can have a dock. You can have boats that you can dock boats that can go straight to the ocean. So you have a harbor as well, right? So you have that. And then, oh, you're like, well, but I like the whole back bay, that whole thing. Okay, yes, Newport definitely has a beautiful back bay, right? So you have all this going on here. But you know what? Guess what? Huntington Beach also has something of a similar thing, a Bolsa Chica Ecological Reserve here. So you have kind of a similar idea.
Yeah.
The similar, oh, like, I want beaches. Guess what? You have beaches here too. Like this, Huntington Beach, in fact, has crazy massive beaches. Like, you know, they have really wide sandy beaches. Like, yes, of course, Newport has beaches as well. Newport's convenient to get to. We just have the 55 freeway and the 73.
Convenient for a beach city.
Yeah, that's true. But Huntington Beach is right. The 405 freeway runs right next to Huntington Beach. You have Pacific Coast Highway that runs right on the coastal side of it, and then also Beach Boulevard is a major road, right? Like, so these, and actually several of these roads are major roads that actually get you towards the beach itself. So you have convenience factor. In fact, depending on if you're working actually in Los Angeles, we know people that actually live in Huntington that actually like could, let's say, they're fine with Newport as well, but they would rather live in Huntington because it's much closer proximity to Los Angeles, but that's where they work, because you could take Pacific Coast Highway, you could take Beach Boulevard to the 405 freeway, and then to the 22. So you have so many different ways that you cut off a lot of traffic by living in Huntington Beach instead. So Huntington Beach has a ton of factors. You're going, okay, and it's got parks, like, it has Central Park in Huntington Beach. Like, it has so many attributes that it's pretty crazy. Like, this is actually a fantastic park here. You have soccer fields, basically, you have all this stuff that's going on here. So you're going, okay, so obviously there may be, like, what would be the premium? It's what, like 10% more, 15% more? Okay.
So for Newport,
Jumps, please. 4.29. How can you say it's 3 times more money? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And then I will say, though, that, Newport Beach, it does have a lot more beachfront possibility. So, there's a lot of homes along the peninsula or, over here that you can get beachfront property. Like, you can't really do that in Huntington. So I think that's part of the reason. However, I will make the argument that a similar house in Newport and let's say a random house here, it's gonna be at least double. Like, that Newport is just way more expensive. I mean, so that's kind of why I was just kind of blown away that people would, I don't get it.
I mean, Newport has a very, like, high, the Ritz factor in Newport's incredible, but as far as name brand recognition, Huntington Beach is Surf City, USA. Like, it's known, I mean, people know Huntington Beach too. Like, so it's not like it's lack of name brand recognition. It's got a pier. Newport's got a couple piers.
Yeah.
Like, they have so many, again, they're right next door to each other, right? So it's just that Huntington is just such a good value. It just is mind-boggling.
Yeah. And then just to sort of compare, because you may have also heard of Irvine, and Irvine is more expensive than
even though it's not a coastal city. So it's actually by a lot. It's about 50% more for a similar type property in Irvine.
Yeah, so let's just show where Irvine is so people can get an idea. So here's Huntington Beach, and people tend to love Huntington Beach because it's, a coastal city, so you've got fantastic weather. And then here you've got Irvine right here, which is very well known throughout the world, really.
Seriously.
But it's not a coastal city, so the weather is going to be, a decent amount hotter in the summer. I mean, we're using this in SoCal terms, right? So this is probably going to be about 10 degrees hotter than right here. I mean, this is still fantastic weather, best weather you're really going to get in the world other than here. But still, for Irvine to be that much more expensive than Huntington Beach is just kind of crazy, because Huntington Beach is also a city that has a lot of recognition, has a lot of fame, has a lot of cachet. It's a coastal city. Irvine is not a coastal city. So, it's kind of interesting that Huntington Beach provides that much value.
It's a crazy, crazy value. Like, Huntington Beach is insane as far as what you get. Again, it's centrally located. So I get it. So for instance, some cities in Orange County, like you go to San Clemente or whatever, yes, it gets a little bit lower in price. Although still higher in price than Huntington, right?
Yeah.
But it's still lower in price than where you see it, like as you get towards Laguna Beach and Newport.
Yeah.
But it's way out of the way. So it's kind of one of those things where you're kind of on an island.
Yeah.
Dana Point is, again, a bit far south. It's more convenient than San Clemente, of course. But again, it's got a massive premium to Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
So you're kind of going, well, it's almost like, what am I I feel like, what am I missing, right? Like, and again, you're not missing anything. Huntington Beach is just a really incredibly good value.
Yeah, and the reason why Sean says that San Clemente, which is right here, is on an island is because this land right here, this is part of San Diego County. It's Camp Pendleton land, so nobody lives here. And there's also a decommissioned nuclear power plant right there. So it takes a while to get to San Diego County. The first city is Oceanside. So you've got all of this open land right here. So it really makes San Clemente feel kind of isolated, which some people like they actually want that. That's why they live here. But Huntington is completely different in that it's really just right next to LA County, because really the only city that's up above it is Seal Beach, which is really small.
Yeah, it's just tiny. It's almost like it's just not a very large city at all, especially on the part that's actually along the coast. So it's just like almost like a little pocket. So it's not particularly large at all.
Yeah, so with Huntington Beach, you have the added convenience of being tied to the huge economic and media market that is, Los Angeles County.
Yeah, and also in Huntington, you can certainly go to the other job hubs in Orange County.
Yeah.
So
Irvine,
like
Santa Ana,
Anaheim, and Newport.
Yeah. And Newport, yes.
So you're really close to all of it. It's really like amazing how reasonably priced again Huntington Beach is, and again it has. I mean, what Newport has, it offers a lot of it. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone's got a different cup of tea as far as how they like whatever. Maybe they may like Newport's harbor a bit more, which again, it's a fantastic harbor. Obviously, there's a reason why it's as expensive as it is. It is.
I mean, it's definitely bigger, and I mean, let's be real, it is nicer. It just is like.
Well, it's just it's because of how large it is. You have more variety. It's just a huge residential harbor. Huntington Harbor is
smaller.
But
it's really nice.
And actually, for the price, again, if you're getting harbor for harbor, even on the main channel, you're in Newport, you're gonna be spending 3 to 5 times more money, for a similar.
If you're on the harbor, more than that.
Yeah, I'm just saying 3 to 5 to 10. I mean, it could be crazy difference, in price.
Yeah.
Again, Huntington. Again, I cannot stress this enough how good a value Huntington Beach is. And again, I know that if you're comparing different parts of the country, it may seem super expensive, and I get it. It's just that, hey, this is a reality of. That's why we brought up Orange County. We're not just saying, look, we're not just comparing two cities with each other. We're just kind of going, Orange County itself, which has a lot of cities that are inland.
Yeah.
It's barely a premium to what the Orange County median price point is.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. And Huntington Beach has a cute little charm to it as well. It's really fun to go to downtown.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah, so downtown is right where, here's the pier right here. So you've got, all the stuff on Main Street, all these restaurants and stuff over here. You got Pacific City. I mean, it's really fun. I mean, even people that are locals, we go downtown all the time.
Yeah. No,
just for fun, with our kids.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Duke's is right there too. It's got, again, it's just amazing to see the value. And also you get a lot of different variety. If you want a suburbia kind of feel, certainly Huntington Beach can kind of have that for you. If you want downtown feel, where you have more smaller lots, actually by downtown, but because the beach is your playground, right? So that's right there. So you have that. If you want golf course communities, you have that. You just have so many different varieties. It's crazy. And remember, we are licensed realtors here in the state of California. So as much as we love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call or shoot us a text.
Yes, that number is a cell phone, so you can call us or text us, or you can use WhatsApp if you're outside the country.